Hiya folks, it's Thursday, February 12th. Slight change in plan today. I was originally going to cut a brand new line, but the one that I cut for the line that I'm going to now call Squeamish, I didn't like the top section. I don't know if anybody remembers. How can I get you to it? So I mentioned about I'll turn you around, the road going up that way, and then that area being in the clearing where it started. Like, I don't know if you can even see that, to be honest, but there's there you can even, maybe you can see the clearing over there, but it originally started over there. I thought it was a bit boring, to be honest, the beginning of it, and I don't know, it's playing on my mind a bit last night. I don't want anything to be boring. It needs to be fun. Don't come out for it's a day off to go riding is a bit of a precious thing. We all work, and a lot of us have got families, and getting that day off to go riding is precious. So we don't really want any boring parts. Anyway, so I've cut a fresh line because this looks like I can get it's more fun. So I'm going to give you a walk down, stop rabbiting on. Here we go anyway. So there's a little stake in the ground just to provide us some direction, but I think that this, as we flow up around this corner and then start to head down towards this area, there's some of these stumps and things. I'm cutting with a hatchet today just because for ease of use, but I'm going to tidy up these stumps with the saw and stuff. So here's a natural mound. It's a rotten old tree stump, to be fair, but I'm going to dig something over that or get some more. This little skinny thing in the middle is going to have to come out because frankly it's not going to get any chance to grow in the canopy, and we'll cut that out. Obviously, as you can see, I've made a bit of a mess. All the bits that I've cut off the side, but I'll tidy those up. So heading down through this way, and we flow into here through this corridor section. Now the idea is to flow around the corner and in through here, and this brings us back into over the deer fence, which originally, so it took us up that line up there, which that was the one that I wasn't enjoying as much, and I prefer this one along here. I think it's just a bit more fun. Then there's back into the section, hit us up around this corner, and I think that you'll hit this part with a lot more speed now as well, making it a lot more well, just fun. So bringing us back down into here, to be fair, this is all the stuff that I've showed you before, but I've got to walk back down to the car because it's time to go pick the kids up from school, into our jump, hoopla, big whips, and down we go. So what I will do though is I'll walk you over to the section that I was going to do today, but as I say, that one was playing on my mind last night, and I'm the kind of person who prefers to just to get it fixed, and I don't have to think about it anymore. So I did put like a stake in the ground. I did start to do a little bit of work up here with knocking some branches off. There it is, there's a stake in the ground, and here's the other one as well. So it's up into here. Now this runs, oh, that's got a big, that tree's got a big slice out of it because look at the state of the lean on it. Pretty nasty, it needs to come down. So you can see the cut marks on the trees for the line where Squeamish runs down, and I don't know if you can see, but up through here, through this Obviously I've not cleared this corridor out. I was going to do that today, but I decided against it. Ah! Oh, head you up into it. So, I think the idea is to come, let's get you down to a level. I think the idea is to come from up that direction, up through there, and to wind us through, get to this point, clear through here. I don't know if you've noticed, but it clears fairly easily. These are just low lying. Oh, it's hard to do. I'm left-handed. So there you go. So it's not that easy to do with my right hand. So the idea, anyway, the one that I was thinking of, which I suppose is another sneak preview, but it's not been cleared. It'll look nicer when it's cleared. Is to come down through here. Let's just get you into this, and then point you down in this direction. So that would mean, I might as well do it while I'm here. So that one just unplugs, and it is almost like a plug. Can't get at that one. Well, you've got to be careful with the bark, because if you damage the bark, then you damage the tree. That's the one. So start again. So the idea is to run you down through here. And by the way, I'm thinking probably more big bike for this line. Either big bike or sort of 160mm aggressive trail bike. So to run us in through here, straight down this corridor. I've taken one of the branches off this one, but that one's probably going to have to come off at about there as well, to be fair. No, I'm not going to hurt it. I mean, it's a big old tree. There's plenty of the rest of it. But I sure as hell ain't taking those ones down there, broadleaf trees. So through here, I think I did put another stake in it. I put a little stake in the ground. So you've got to remember, by the way, that these fences are coming down. These deer fences that the deer obviously didn't really give a rat's about, because they just climbed through. Oh, I climbed myself through. Get us back to where the one is. So yeah, so stake in the ground. Now then, there's a clearing part here. And we're having to get back into sort of imagination or vision. But if you've just run down, oh god, that little tree's in the way, but if I can give you a line, if you've just run down there, picking up big speed on the big bike, I don't know if you can see if we get down low, but this brows away over here, so with a big clearing part. So right about now would be the start of a tranny, actually aiming you for that tree. So coming up with the transition height at about here. So transition height being, I don't know if this is in one show, about my shoulder height, so the top of the kicker, and then I can see all of this kind of area down here. Obviously that branch will come out, but all of this area coming down into a landing. So you've picked up your good speed up through the forest bit through there. Should be by this time nailing it. So you're hitting hard into here and fast, up over the tranny, up a bit of air time, looking at kind of this area for a landing. No branch there. Put it down about now, and then start to think about, I think this section of fence will have to come out, because we're going to need to berm it round, obviously getting rid of those branches, lower lying branches there, but not the tree, because that's a good old sized tree. Anyway, berming round into here. Again, you hopefully not on the brakes, because the berm should be there to catch you after the jump. And this, as you can see, hips up again. That is, I believe, I don't know if it's even picking up, should be now. Oh no, I thought it was the air ambulance, but it's not. Anyway, so you've got this hip here, hip up into here, and again I want to sort of a kick-in motion. So hipping up, get a tranny, top of the tranny about here, and then this section again, all this in here is another good landing. It'll bring us down. The only thing that I'd kind of need to think about for this bottom part is the fact that we're now getting near the bottom, so we might need some sort of a big catch berm to slow us down before you get into oncoming traffic, so to speak. So anyway, that's the idea for this next line, and it was the one I was going to clear today, but as I say, the top of Squeamish was a bit crap, so I wanted to change it and make it a bit more interesting. So that's us up to date.